In the Philippines, there are millions of citizens who are financially struggling. The poverty rate from the 1960s to 1986 went from 41% to 59%. This led many Filipinos in need of money to eventually start to look for work abroad, particularly in the Middle East. During the Marcos era, the overseas contract worker was formed, and Filipinos started to work in the Middle East as oil rig workers, construction workers, and other jobs. So can you tell us a little about yourself po?
My name is Rex Manguiat. I work here in Singapore since 2007. I'm an OFW. I'm a veterinarian in the Philippines. I've been working abroad since 2002 to 2005 in Japan, and then I stopped work abroad. I tried my luck in the Philippines, but there's another opportunity to work in Singapore, so I took that chance. So from 2007 up to now, I'm working in Singapore.
So what made you decide to work abroad po?
My first job abroad was in Japan, so it was my dream to just come to Japan. I was still single back then, and I'm just fascinated with Japan, so I took that opportunity to work in Japan. But actually, I have no plans to really work abroad. Yeah, I just started working there, and I actually enjoyed it.
So what was your life like po before you started working as an OFW?
Before I started as an OFW, I was working in feeds company for fighting cocks in the Philippines. That was my first job, so it was okay. But then again, yeah, as I've said earlier, I got the chance to work in Japan, which really piqued my interest, so I decided to go. But as a veterinarian in the Philippines, I think my trajectory there was also okay, but it's just that I chose to work in a contract research organization in Japan. So
So
my
how
life,
did you feel po when you first left the Philippines to work abroad?
of course, I was pretty nervous. Actually, yeah, my father was an OFW also, but I think I have that pedigree of being an OFW. But of course, I was anxious to come, but I also the excitement was there because it's a different country, total different country. It's Japan, and it's my dream to at least come to Japan. But there's work opportunities, so it was okay.
So what were some of your biggest challenges when you encountered while working abroad po?
First, when I was in Japan, biggest challenge is the language barrier, of course. But our company gave us some Japanese lessons, so that was we. I managed to overcome a bit.
So what do you wish people back home understood about being an overseas worker?
I wish they could understand our situation here. That there are also hardships associated with working far from your loved ones, and I wish they can understand that we're not the. We shouldn't be like, how do you put it in words? Like their first option to get money, first option for help when financial difficulty comes. Even though we earn nicely, but we are sometimes, especially for my case now, I'm the sole breadwinner. So I hope they don't make us their first option to get money from. Yeah, I hope that's the one. Yeah, I mean,
Sige.
but it can't be helped. It can be helped.
So for our last question po, what advice do you want to give to Filipinos who aspire to work abroad?
Well, my advice to those who want to work abroad, just enjoy it if you have the opportunity to work abroad, and it's not the be all and end all of everything. It's like it's just one of the options. I mean, if you can get by in working in the Philippines, um, that's also okay because I have some classmates and colleagues who are working in the Philippines, and they are thriving. Don't make working in abroad your sole like goal or something like that. But I mean, that's what I can give to them. But it's much easier nowadays to work abroad because of the technology and all. So it's the homesickness is not there. It's not like a huge threat compared to before when the communication was harder.
Over time, through the 80s and 90s, OFW workers continued to grow, and some of those looking for work continued to look for work overseas. This leads us to now, in 2025, where in 2023 alone, the estimated number of overseas workers are at 2.6 million. The popularity and demand of OFW workers led to a lot of families getting better financial stability. Though working overseas doesn't come completely free of its challenges, it still promises you a better life in return. It goes to show that being an overseas Filipino worker isn't all sunshine and rainbows. A lot of hardship comes from working overseas, away from your family. Though in today's era, we can easily reach them through our phones and computers. Some workers who weren't able to endure the challenges of being an OFW end up going back to the Philippines in order to live their life with their families. OFW workers sacrifice a lot in order to put food on the table. Their family's happiness is their sole motivation to keep going. It's not far-fetched to say that they are quite literally the heroes of their family and the saviors of this country.